Hello. Uh, Welcome back to another one of these programming things. Um, I am going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be making a thing that generates random dates. Um, because I like to figure out the day of the week for that. And might be thinking, oh shit, that sounds really complicated. But it's not. It's actually a lot simpler than you would imagine. So let me start off with just an example. So this is April of 2021. And let's say that I told you, without looking at this, that Sunday, the 4th of April fell on a Sunday, and you didn't know what year this was at all. You know, and let's say I ask you, can you figure out the day of the week of the 5th? You know, the 4th falls on a Sunday. Let me actually also just get up the layer tool and cover up the days of the week. Pretend you don't know these. And then I ask you, what day of the week does the 5th fall on? And you know that this is and you know that this is a Sunday. The 4th is a Sunday. Well, obviously, the 5th is the day after the 4th, so it's going to fall on a Monday. And then I ask you, well, what about the 6th? And you'd say, well, it's 2 days after the 4th, so it obviously falls on a Tuesday. Then what if I said, well, okay, what about April 11th? You could add 7, and, count it out in your hands. You could also realize that the 11th is 7 days after the 4th. So it falls on a Sunday. Just to make it quicker. It also falls on a Sunday. Just add 7 to it. Well, what about the 18th? The 18th is 14 days after the 4th, and that's a multiple of 7. The 25th is 21 days after the 4th. So it's also and that's also a multiple of 7. So you can take this day and you can add multiples of 7 to it to get the other days. And they're all Sundays. So April 4th, April 11th, April 18th, April 25th are all Sundays. So then what if I asked you, well, if April 4th is a Sunday, what day of the week is April 26th? Well, that's one day. That's 22 days. That's one more than a multiple of 7. That's one more than 21. 21 plus 1 is 22. So it's 20 because it's 22 days after the 4th. So 26th is a Monday. You can simplify this by saying, let's take 4 and then let's add 21 to it. That's a multiple of 7. And you get 25. And then let's take 1. Then let's take that and we'll add 1 to it. And we'll get 26. So it's easy to see how, and then something more complicated like the 29th would take a little bit more work. I would probably say it's 4 plus 21 is 25. 4 plus 28, though, is 32. And I would probably just subtract 3 from that to get 29. And then it's 3 days before Sunday. And you can figure that out. That's Sunday. That's Saturday, Friday, Thursday. So we know that the 29th is a Thursday. So you can see how it's really easy, just with a little bit of mental math, to figure out if you have one day of the week in a month, it's pretty easy to figure out all the other days of the week in that month. So then, all right, that's great. But how do you figure out what day of the week is in every, how do you figure out one day in every month? That seems kind of hard. That seems like you'd have to memorize it. Well, it's actually surprisingly not that hard. So, April 21st, or April 4th, 2021 is a Sunday. And what if I told you that every year, including 2021, 2022, 2023, every single year, that April 4th, June 6th, so that's 4466, 88, 1010, and 1212 always fall on the same exact days every year. So that's great. For these 5 months right here, it's super easy. You just memorize the day of the week that one of them falls on. So for April, that's Sunday. And so for June 6th, it's Sunday. For August 8th, it's Sunday. For October 10th, it's Sunday. For December 12th, it's Sunday. And now you can figure out the day of the week for these 5 months in the year 2021. You just remember Sunday. These all fall on a Sunday. And then you can just work from that. Work towards that. Now you might be thinking, well, what about the other days, the other months? We only have 5 months. What about the other 7 months? Well, there's a few tricks for those. To knock out 4 months, you just remember the acronym or the mnemonic 9 to 5 at the 7-Eleven. And so you get from that 5-9, 7-Eleven, or sorry, you get 9-5. Where is it? 9-5, 7-Eleven. But also, you get 5-9 and 11-7. So it's perfect. You just get... So that knocks out 4 months, and it's easy to just reverse them. Reverse the numbers. 7-Eleven, 11-7. 9-5, 5-9. 9-5 at the 7-Eleven. And also 4-4, 6-6, 8-8, 10-10, 12-12. Now, March just doesn't fit into any of these patterns. We'll get to January and February a little bit, but I think March is pretty easy. It doesn't fit into any of these patterns that we've laid out here, but I just like to remember it as Pi Day, March 14th. It's pretty simple. And all of them are just multiples of, all of them are just multiples of 7, so it's pretty easy. So the first is 1 day after Sunday. The second is 2 days after Sunday. The third is 3 days after Sunday, etc. So March is really nice like that. Now for January and February, they're a little more difficult because those two are, they're a little bit different because of, February sometimes gets a 29th day due to leap days. I don't have my drawing tablet, so I can't draw very well. But February sometimes gets 29th day, so that throws everything all off. Well, we account for this by just, instead of saying all 10 of these months are off by one day, we just say these 2 months are off by one day. And it's actually a lot simpler than you may imagine. So for February, it's always just the last day of February. So no matter what, it's the 28th, and then on a leap day, or sorry, a leap year, it's the 29th. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And then for January, it's the 3rd for 3 years, and then every 4th year, it's the 4th. Pretty easy. So like, for example, on leap years, which happen every 4 years, it's the 4th. But it's the 3rd for 3 years in a row. And that's what I use to remember January. But most of the months are pretty simple. So all you have to remember in order to figure out the day of the week for any day in the year is just Sunday. It's just the anchor day. We're going to call this the anchor day. You know, what 4/4, what 9/5 falls on. You know, what 12/12 falls on. Just call that the anchor day. So 2021's anchor day is Sunday. And actually, let me find something like 2022 calendar. '22 is, I think it's Monday? 2022's anchor day is Monday. Yep, see, 4/4, 12/12. Where is it? 6/6, 8/8, 10/10. 2022 is not a leap year, so it's the 28th of February, and it's the 3rd of January. Perfect. And every year follows this pattern. It's pretty simple, and it's a lot simpler than you might imagine. So let's make an example. Let's come up with an example. My mom was born on November 9th. So what is that? Well, if we remember the mnemonic 9 to 5 at the 7-Eleven, we get, oh shoot, I should probably also have chat open. See if there's anyone in chat right now. So you remember 9 to 5 at the 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven, 11/7. That means that the 7th is a Sunday. 11/7 is a Sunday, and then you add 2 to it, and you get November 9th. So 2 days after 11/7 is 11/9. 2 days after Sunday is Monday, Tuesday. Pretty simple. Now, there is other than this is simple. This works for 1 year only. I have a much more complicated method of figuring out 2 years. Any year within a century. What the anchor day is for any given year. So let me actually find this. It's called the Doomsday Method, which I don't like to bring up because it kind of Doomsday Rule, which I don't like to bring up because it kind of makes it seem like a weird apocalyptic thing. But here it is. And let me just open up here. So basically, let's do an example for 2021. And, you know, if you just want to figure out 2021, this is a simple, stupidly simple, easy way to do it for 2021, as long as you're willing to do a little bit of mental math. But this is the way to figure out for any year, year within a given century. So you're going to start off with the two-digit year. So that's 21. Then if it's odd, the idea, it's called the odd at 11 rule. Basically, if it's odd at 11, and then you divide by 2. If it's odd at 11, then you do modulo 7. If you don't want to know what modulo 7 is, I'll explain that a little bit. Basically, 22, or 21, if it's odd at 11. So we get 32. Oops. Divide that by 2, we get 16. Then if it's odd at 11, it's not odd, so we just skip down to here. Then we do modulo 7. Now, modulo 7 is basically dividing by 7, but taking the remainder. So, for example, a number like 42, because it's divisible by 7, modulo 7 makes it 0. 43 would be 1. I'll draw this arrow down here. 42 is 0. 43, because it's one more than a multiple of 7, is 1. 44 is 2 more than a multiple of 7, so it's 2. Also, 41, because it's 1 less than a multiple of 7, it's like 7 minus 6, or, yeah, 7 minus 1, which is 6. Because it's also 6 more than a multiple of 7, because it's, if you imagine 35. 6 more than a multiple of 7. Modulo 40 is 5, and so on, you know, for basically any number. So modulo 7 of 16 is going to be 2, because 14 is a multiple of 7, and 14 plus 2 equals 16. Or 16 minus 14 is 2. Then we subtract it from 7, so that's 7 minus 2. It's a very good idea to memorize the subtract from 7s. So, you know, you have 1 and 6. 2 and 5. 3 and 4. These are all complements, I'll say. It's a good idea to memorize the complements. And then 0 is also just 7. They're basically the same thing, 0 and 7. So 7 subtract 2 is going to be, you know, because 7's a multiple of 7. And 7 minus 7 is 0. 7 subtract 2 is 5. So then we take 5, and then we add that. This doesn't actually include that step in this chart here, but we take that and we add it to the century value. So the century index. So this century, the 21st century, we take that and we actually add 5 to it. Or no, sorry, not 5 to it. We add 2 to it. So then we get 7. And then we can take the modulo of 7. If we go over, so like for example, if this was 5, add 5, then we get 10, and then we would do modulo 7 to get 3. Since we're basically only working with days of the week, which are, there's 7 in a week, and they repeat over and over again. It's like a cycle. You can almost think of modulo 7 as like a clock. You would do that in calculating time. 25 hours from now is 1 hour, and is 1 day and 1 hour, because it's one more than a multiple of 24, because you're taking modulo 24 for 24-hour time. For 12-hour time, if you imagine like 13 hours from now is, if it was 2 p.m., 13 hours from now would be 3 a.m. You would just add 1 to the time. You would add 1 hour, because it's a multiple of 12 plus 1. So that's just a really complicated way of saying, start off with a 2-digit year, odd plus 11, divide by 12, divide by 2, odd, add 11, mod 7, subtract from 7, add the drift, add the index, and then you get a number. And then that number corresponds to a day of the week. And a lot of them actually work really well. So you have Sunday is none day, or sans day. Cue the laughter. Monday is 1 day. Tuesday, of course, 2 day. Wednesday is they list it as Treble's Day here, but I don't really like that. That doesn't even really make sense. I just think of the number 3 like with my hand, the number 3 fingers on my hand, and then that kind of looks like a W. Or like the number 3 kind of looks like a W on its side. Thursday is 4's day. Friday is 5 day. Saturday is 6 a day, I guess. The numbers work out really well. It's very funny. But Saturday is, I don't think this one works out very well. Or Wednesday. Saturday and Wednesday don't work out very well. Saturday is 6 a day. That doesn't work out very well, but it still works, I mean, the first letter starts with the first letter, I guess. So yeah, I use the number, and then the output of this algorithm gives me the anchor day. So let me actually do a quick example. So let's go to random.org. And, I could do this. So I could do this just to demonstrate the first half. Just to demonstrate the first thing, just for 1 day and 1 year. So I want to generate it like that. Let's generate Saturdays and Sundays. Let's generate 5 dates. Nope, not 5 dates. Let's do 3. Okay, so February 24th. Now, what I would do for February 24th, this is just demonstrating the first rule, finding the, if you know the anchor day, which is Sunday for 2021, just finding the day of the week in there. Let me open this up and then just leave it here so that I can prove myself right. Not prove myself right, but prove what it's here. This is February, and it's not a leap year, so 24 is 3 days after 21, or, well, what I actually did is I saw 28 was the leap day, minus 7, or, sorry, it wasn't the leap day, was the anchor day. 28, the last day of February, is the anchor day for February. Minus 7 is 21, which is also an anchor day. Also a Sunday. And then you just add 3 from there, and you get 24. So, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because you're adding 3 to Sunday. Count Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2021, or yeah, sorry, no, not 2021. February 21st is Sunday, so you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the 24th. Pretty good. All right, so now for June, our anchor day is the 6th, 6/6. So if we add 14 to that, then we get 6/20. Then if you subtract, that's also an anchor day. That's also a Sunday. So we subtract 2 from that, and we get Saturday, Friday. So let's actually confirm the first 2. What did I say this one was? I think I said it was a Wednesday. And this one is Friday, I think I said. Boom, Friday. Perfect. Then we get 10/21. Let's add 14. It's the anchor day is 10/10. Let's add 14 to that. And we get 24. So we subtract 3 days from Sunday to get 21, and we get Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Oh, 10/21. Thursday. Perfect. So that's just demonstrating that. Let's do it again. 2/10. So February. Well, we know this one down here. This one lands on our anchor date. Sometimes you get lucky with that. It actually lands on your anchor date. So that is Sunday. Sunday, perfect. This one, however, same month, so we know the anchor day, but oh, and also this one down here is really easy too, because it's 9 to 5, and the 12th is 7 days after the 5th, so it's also a Sunday. Boom, Sunday. This one's a little bit more complicated. We're going to let's subtract 21 from the 28th to get February 7th. My birthday is an anchor day most years. I also kind of keep that in my head. Most years, on non-leap years, it's an anchor day. So then we add 3 from there. We get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And so the 10th of February, do I know anyone with a birthday on that day? Is a Wednesday. Oh, because I counted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but I should go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because it's 3 days. Because the 7th is a Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what I meant to do. It's a little bit embarrassing, but but let's figure out. Let's do this century, our current century, the 21st century. You just add 2 to this. We're going to have to do this in order to calculate the anchor date for the year. But no matter what, at the end we add 2. Always add 2 to the end. I'll try to give you an example of what I'm doing. 2029. So let's get dates. So this is 2029. So, let me do it out on here again. So, let me actually just, I don't even care, let me just type 29. It just looks a lot better when I do that. 29? Well, let's do this. It's odd, so add 11, you get 40. And adding 11 is actually usually pretty easy. Not in this case, but it's usually pretty easy because, you know, if it's like 23 or something, all you do is you just add 1 to each digit. So it's just 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4. So something like 61 would just be 6 plus 1 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. 61, 72. But in this case, it's not. So we get 40, divided by 2, we get 20. If it's odd plus 11, it's not odd, so we don't get that. And 20 mod 7 is 6, because it's 1 less than a multiple of 7, because it's 21. 21 is a multiple of 7. Then we subtract that from 7. That's also the same as taking the complement, which, you know, was something kind of like this. 6, 5, 4. And then 7 is the same as 0. And I keep that in my head. I'm pretty fast doing that. Remembering that chart. 7 minus 6 is 1. And then we always add 2 to the end because of the century. So then we get 3. So that means our anchor day is 3. Is the third weekday, which is Wednesday. This kind of looks like a W on its side. So that means our anchor day is Wednesday. Referring back to this chart right here. That means our anchor day is a Wednesday. So let's figure out this. For, what is it called? September, our anchor day is the 5th. So this is 3 days after the anchor day. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, those are the days. I'm forgetting what days of the week are in what order. September, that's 2021, 2029. Saturday. Perfect. Let's do it again with 2064. Let me just keep this. Just paste this, and then we'll make a new layer. All right. So it's 2064. So start with 64. Oops. That's not showing up. Oh, I just need to deselect that. If it's odd plus 11, it's not, so we divide by 2. 32. It's odd plus 11. And we get to modulo 7. So mod 7 of 32. It's 3 less than 35, which is a multiple of 7. It's good to know your multiples of 7. So that's 4, because it's 3 less than a multiple of 7. Or it's also 4 more than a multiple of 7. So that's where this chart also comes in handy. Also comes in handy in this step because it's 3 less, it's 4 more. If it's 2 less, then it's 5 more, you know. That's how you figure out the modulo sort of quicker. Subtract that from 7, you get 3. That's also where this chart comes into play. And then 3, you always add 2 because of the century. It's 5. 5's day. Frive's day. 5's day. Whatever. Get the point. So, Friday is our anchor day. Our anchor day is on the 4th, so let's add 21 to that to get 425 is Friday. And then we just add 3 to get to 28. So, Sunday, Saturday, Monday. Wait, no. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I said it. I had it right in my head. Sunday, Saturday, Monday. I had the right answer, but I swapped Saturday and Sunday. So it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. For 28, 2064. Hey, look at that. It's a Monday. All right. Last one. And I do this in my head, and usually a lot quicker than this. So, then how I do it on here. So, 2078. We're going to take 78, then we're going to add 11. Or, sorry, no, it's not odd. So it's odd plus 11. It's not odd, divided by 2, you get 34. Odd plus 11. Then mod 7. Mod 7 is 6. Because it's 1 less than a multiple of 7. Subtract from 7, you get 1. And then always add 2, because of the century. So we get 3. So Wednesday is our anchor day. And it's 2078. 2078 would be... It's also good to know your multiples of 4. Is it a multiple of 4? It's not. Because 2072 is a multiple of 4. 2078 is not. And it's 2 less than 2080, which is definitely a multiple of 4. So it's not a leap year. So for January, our anchor day is the 3rd. So let's add 14 to that. So 3 plus 14 is 17. Plus 1 is 18. And we said that our anchor day is Wednesday, so it's a Thursday. It's one day after an anchor day. 1, 18. 2078. 2078. I'm getting all these last ones wrong. What is that? What did I do wrong? 2078, 118. The 3rd is an anchor day. So you add 14 to that, you get 17. Plus 1 is 18. So that means that the anchor day must have been Monday. That means I must have done something wrong in here. 78. If it's odd, oh! Wait, no. It's not odd. That's weird. So what is 4-4? 4-4 is a Monday. Okay, so I definitely did something wrong in here. So it's 2078. 1 plus 11. I didn't do that. I 2 is 34. Oh, I messed this up last time. I feel like I've done specifically the years ending in 78 a few times. And I messed this up last time. It's 39. It's 39. So then it's odd, so we add 11. Odd plus 11, which is 50. Oops. It's 50. 50 mod 7 is 1, which is 6. Or, oops, mod 7 is 1, which makes 6. Which then gives 6 plus 2, which gives 1, Monday. Perfect. Which is 6 plus 2 is 8, which is mod 7 is 1. Because we're dealing with mod 7 kind of stuff here. Whew, all right. Yeah, sometimes doing mental math can kind of get you wrong there. Hey, it's Crap Idiot. How you doing? I see you in the comment section. I'm just teaching people how to figure out the day of the week super quick. And I'm going to make a thing that generates a random day of the week. Or, sorry, not generates a random day of the week, but generates a random date and helps you to, and then you can try to figure out the day of the week. So, how we're going to get started on this? Well, let's look at how JavaScript deals with dates. So we want to, our idea is that we want to create a new date. So let's start in the setup by creating a d equals new date. We'll call this variable d for now because I don't really know what to call it. And we can do the date by either typing in the year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. The hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds, these are all optional. And we can just set those to 0, so it's just like midnight. Or we can type in milliseconds since January 1st, 1970. We do it in milliseconds. This is the time in milliseconds past January 1st, 1970. And so we could do it like that. Or we could do or I guess we could just type in a date string. You know, so like we could physically type out 2021 0123. And it will try to figure that information out and parse it into a date. Now, you might think, oh, that's easy. We can just generate a random year, month, day. You can just generate a random year, month, and day, and then we can go on our way. But that's a little complicated because we would have to figure out how many days are in a month after we generate the month. And we could do that. But I also think it might be a little bit easier to just do how many milliseconds? This times some random value between 1 and 365. I'm still kind of toying with the idea of doing that or just typing in a year, month, and day. Sorry, I'm just eating an apple. I haven't eaten anything yet. But I'm just thinking about it now. I feel like it would be easy to implement the amount of days thing. And then we could also make it so that people can choose what month they want. Yeah, I'll probably go with that. So let's make a new function because JavaScript doesn't have any similar functions to this. Let's just open up this for reference. I want to see if there is a random seed. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that they allowed random seeds now. In P5.js. They don't have a random between, though. So we'll create a function called random between, and then we'll say min and max. This is a pretty common thing to do. So we're going to return random. So let's just I think it's math.rand in JavaScript. So then we'll see console.log math. Sorry, not math.rand. We're in between 1 and 10. Right now we don't really have any anything. Oops. Nope, not this. You do it like this. Oh, maybe it's math.random? Yeah, it's math.random. So right now, basically all this is just, it just displays the console. It just displays a random number from math.random in the console. I'm going to switch myself to do not disturb real quick so I don't get more messages like that. So we're going to take math.random. Now it's outputting it to the console log. So now let's take this, let's multiply this by the max value. So now we're kind of getting a random number between 1 and 10. But there's all this extra stuff on here. So let's take this and let's do, let's floor this. Now that takes the value and it rounds it down, just lops off the end. So now we're getting random numbers. The problem is it will never hit 10, and it will sometimes hit 0. So we need to add the min. We'll add 1 to everything, so it goes from 0 to 10. That doesn't actually work, because if we do something like between 3 and 5, does that actually work? Yeah, sometimes we're getting 6, which doesn't make any sense. So we actually need to do, we need to scale up the random value by max minus min. So math.random, we'll just cut this out, and then we'll comment this out. I'll show you that now it's in a range between 0 and 2. Should be, at least. All the random numbers. So then if we do 1 to 100, should be in a range of 0 to 99. Or 0 to 98. So then we take this, floor it, and then we get this. So if this is the case, then this is 99, so then we're going to take this and multiply this by 99. So that means that we should get a value, instead of between 0 and 1, we should get a value between 0 and 99. So that means the floor function is going to make it 0 to 98? Between 0 and 98, yeah. I think we have to add 1 to this in order to include the value. So then we add min. I think this is how I've done it in the past. We add the minimum. So then now it's between 0 and 99. And then we add the minimum in order to get between 1 and 100. We got 100 there. That was great. I'm not going to keep hitting this over and over again. Let's test between 3 and 5. This should be easy. Five. There we go. We got all numbers. So it's cool. Everyone, 11. Okay. So, well, let's generate a random date. So, generate a new date, and then we'll say, let's add some new variables. Variable month equals let's do, for now we'll do year equals 2000 plus a rand between 0 and 99. Now we're console.logging that. Okay. So then we'll say this is the year. Then we'll generate a month between 1 and 12. Oops, just ran between. Then we'll generate date. That's between 1 and 31. Rename it day because JavaScript does not like the word date because it uses it to make new variables and make new date values. So now let's do console.log. Basically take D and put it in the console. Friday, December 17th, 2077. Perfect. April 28th, 2067. Perfect. Okay, and we can keep going with this, but eventually we might run into a bit of an issue. March 30th is fine. I could keep pressing this. Or I could, I don't know. Hey, Wolfie Dust, thanks for the subscription. I really appreciate it. July 31st works. But basically, this day has no regard for the month. Actually, it might be automatically fixing it. Who knows? But the issue is that sometimes, actually, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's see how it would handle it. 2000, February 31st. Oh, interesting. It just switches the year. Huh. Okay, so I don't know if 2000 is a leap year or not. Oh. Oh. Yeah. There's a bit of an issue. This is between 0 and 11. I didn't even realize. So this is, so 01 is actually February. That's a bit of a, that's a bit annoying. But 1 is February, 2 is March, which is a bit annoying. 29. It does do that. It does work with that. So, okay. See, here's the issue. It could generate a number like 30, and then it could generate a month. Like, oh, wait. No, February. Okay, so the year 2000 is a leap year. It's a little weird stuff with the Gregorian calendar going on there. But February 30th is March 1st. So we can't have that. That's going to favor some dates more than others. So in order to make it truly random, we need to account for the days. So let's make a list here. Let's make an array here. And these are how many days are in each month. So January has 31 days. February has we have to store this in a different variable. Let's make a new variable. Let's call it let's also make this a new oops. Nope. I'm failing very hard at this. I don't think this is a constant. Because we have that one February thing in there. Variable days in month equals this. It's this. So we have 31. We'll have Feb days. Feb days. We'll just save that for now. Feb days. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We're going to call a brand new function. We'll call this function days in February. And we just need the year from it. So, equals we'll just declare this variable here, and then we'll say, after we calculate the year, say Feb days equals days in February for the year. Days in February is I think I forgot to wash up my apple. Tastes a little funky. So say if the year, take the modulo 4, equals 0, variable leap equals false. If year modulo 4 is equal to 0, then leap equals true. Oh, I have to do it. I always forget. I have to do it lowercase. Then the leap year equals true. But we'll nest a loop inside of it if year modulo 100 is equal to 0, then else it's true. Else else it's true. If the year modulo 100 is equal to 0, then it's false. But if the year modulo 400 is equal to 0, basically it's if it's divisible by 400, if it's divisible by 4, if it's divisible by 100, it's divisible by 400, then it is a leap year. But else it is not a leap year. So let's call this function initConsole.log. Let's see what happens. So days in February. Let's call it for the year 2021. That should not be a leap year. Oh, we need to return this. Return leap. Okay, so 2021 is not a leap year. 2020 should be a leap year, so that's true. All right, what about 2016? That should also be a leap year. 2012 should also be a leap year. What about the year 1900? That should not be a leap year because it's divisible by 100. But if it's divisible by 400, then it is a leap year again. So look at that. We got that. It's true. Now, I think in JavaScript you can do something funky. Oh, this may be Lua, though. I want to duplicate this, not that. Arithmetic. It's weird, I just got a message from Team Snapchat. Oh, it's just a game thing. Usually they do it on, like, holidays or whatever, but... Whoa, hey. Oh, I just got 2 other notifications. 2 other places. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. I'm getting a lot of notifications from everywhere. Shit. Oh, Jimmy John's really wants me to... Really fucking wants me to get my free sandwich. Probably get a pizza later tonight. Just because it's Saturday and I usually do that. Okay. I don't think it does. But let's just say I was gonna do something special that Lua has in it where false is 0 and 1 and true is 1. You know, let's try it. Return 28 plus leap. Although it might just concatenate them. It might just say 28 true. Oh, it works. It works. Okay, that's pretty cool. So 1900, which isn't a leap year, would say 28. Hey, look at that. So, true is treated like 1 and false is treated like 0 in JavaScript. So you can literally just add them together. It's pretty great. So now we have a thing that determines how many days are in February. So let's see what happens in setup. So, One final thing. Let's take random between 1 and days in month of our month that we generate. Okay, so we start off by creating the canvas, creating this thing. That was just there by default. I won't need that, so let's just get rid of that. We start off by generating the random year. Then, how many days we have in February are set by this function right here. And it's given a year. And then that sets this variable. Then we generate a month. And then we generate a random day. And the day is between 1 and however many days are in the month. And we figure that out by calling this. February days is already defined, it's already figured out here. And then we generate a new date based on the year, the month, and the day. Easy. Okay. So let's do setup frame rate. And these are things that I can only do in P5.js. Function draw. Let's say every time that we draw, and it's going to be 1 frame per second. Let's take this and let's put this into a different function. Take all of our things. Day. So now this is our function generate day. But every time that we draw, so once per second, we will generate a day. Frame rate is not defined. Oh, it just needs a capital. Now we're generating 1 day. We're generating 1 day every second. Oh, something just happened there. That's concerning. I wish we could see what it was. Well, let's see what happens here. Invalid date. So, what if comment this out? Oops. And I instead say 2000, which is a leap year. 02 29. Nope, oops. 01 29. I wonder if it has to do with my random between function. So let's instead console.log random between 0 and 11. Let's see if it was something wrong with my month generator. Let's make this a little bit faster. 2 4 6 5 4 5. I'm worried that it might be generating 12 sometimes. So if I do minimum minus maximum, so it's 0 minus 11, it's a range of 11, plus 1 to make it 12. And then I take that and I floor that. It's a range of 12, yeah, and I floor that. I get... Yeah, okay. So it looks like this random generator is working. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's generating any issues here. I wonder if it doesn't like the idea of high values. So maybe if I take this, I generate 2099. And the month is 11/31. It's fine with that. It's totally fine with that. But if I generate a month of 12, it's not, it's totally fine with that as well. Okay, maybe it's something wrong with February days. I'm gonna have to, yeah. Okay, we got it. We got something. Valid date. Okay. It keeps generating it. So let's do console.log year plus month plus date plus month plus day. Let's just add spaces in between. Year plus space plus month plus day. So we can see what's going on when we generate an invalid date. Can you do it? We did. We did. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh. We're getting not a number for some of these. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there might be something wrong with like the fact that we're setting Feb days in here. Let's do variable days a month. Let's do 0. Let's do nan, and then we'll say we'll just say, oh, we don't even need to do this. We could just say nan, and then, you know, put whatever we want here, really. But nan will make it clear that there's like an error that's gone on. We'll just say, instead of that, we'll just say days in month. We'll just change the value inside this variable. We'll say it's days in February for this year. And then we've set that inside here. Hopefully, that'll fix things. Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Standard Time. Interesting. It's funny how it's switching back and forth between that. I mean, it makes sense, but... yeah, it looks good. Okay. So, let's set up some selection stuff. So let's create P. This is where P5.js comes in, really comes in and helps. Create P. we're going to pass this variable in. Return D. So, create P, D. Maybe I should draw in a background. It's just dark mode. So, maybe I'll do this on the canvas. Create canvas. Let's make it 800 by 600. Fuck it. Variable D equals generate day. So then we will have a text on the canvas that is D. Then we'll have it. Let's actually set up some drawing variables. Canvas width equals 800. We'll just do canvas equals 800 by 600. Let's see if we can actually pass that into here. Oh, it doesn't like that. Nope. Canvas 0, comma, canvas 1. Oh, that's annoying. That doesn't like that. Maybe it doesn't like the word canvas. It doesn't like it. Yeah, I guess it probably doesn't like that. It doesn't like that I have text in here. I don't have a position in here. Canvas size. So for position, not very well sorted. Position, it's just two variables. Canvas size 0, canvas size 1. Do xi 16. Just making sure that we're passing our variable through. We are. All right. Oops. Do color black. Oops. Oh, you have to surrounding quotes. Thought that might have been the case, but is there a different text color? I need to set a fill. Fill with maybe not. Oh, I need to put quotes around this. Forgot. Zero, zero. Oh, it is displaying. It's just off the screen. I forgot to do divided by 2. Divided by 2. There we go. That should also be probably text align center. To align us, it's a big center. There we go. Now let's just let's just lop off the unimportant bits. We don't want the day of the week. We don't want to save that. We can get that though. It does automatically do it. Get day. But we don't want the extra bits. So date formats. I wonder if there's a way to get the date in a better format. Date.parse. Nah. Okay. Well, we'll just have to. We'll just have to sort of treat this a different way then. Day string equals. We will d dot get year. Get full year. Full year. We'll actually output date string right here. And then we'll make it a little bit bigger. So this is the random year that's generating. 2016, 2086, 2060, 2098, 2037, 2003, 2033, 2039, and so on. Plus, I really like having it in this format. Plus, d dot get month. This one. If it says 12, I will be happy. There we go. I'm happy. plus a dash plus, oops. Plus object, yes. Plus d dot get day. And we're doing it like this, and we're not passing multiple variables because, oh, oh, this is weekday number. Get date. Actually, I probably want to have it so that it adds the 0 in front. Now we can't do that with normal numbers, so we'll have to do something with converting it to a string. How does 2 precision work with numbers like this? 9.0. Nope. Okay. Listen to the billionaires. Well, let's look this up. Oh yeah, okay. So this would work. So you would take this and take this, and then you would do dot to string. Which isn't really necessary here, but you could take that. Oh, let's make this into separate variables so that it looks a little nicer. So variable, you only need 2. Month string equals date string equals this. So we're going to do this dot to string. We're going to do quotes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 plus this. So we get a bunch of zeros at the beginning. And then we can slice it so that we get only the last 6 digits. Let's slice to the last 6 digits. Oh, well, we don't actually want that many zeros. Slice to the last 2 digits. We don't need that. Then we can do the same thing down here for the date. Nope, this is the same thing. All right, perfect. Now we have that going on in the center of our screen. I kind of want to have this as like almost like a CS timer scramble. So instead what I'll do is I will say, I'll make another variable called date padding, and we'll say that's like 50 pixels or something. So then instead it is 50 pixels from the top. That's wrong side. 50 pixels from the top. That looks better as 30. Probably, oops. I didn't even use this variable. Let's do 40. Text size equals 32. Alright, now we'll change this to 60. But we're not going to have it like that. Certainly not. Because we're not going to generate a new date every time. We're going to instead have a new function called wait, we actually need this. Date equals D. How about this? Generate day. Let's call that function. So we're going to have this as generated date. So in setup, we will have a create button. Button dot mouse pressed. No. New scramble. New scramble, not new scramble. take this and we're going to say new day button dot mouse pressed does the generate day. Easy. Easy. This is my auto clicker. Some are slightly smaller than the others, but it's really not visually very much. Now, I think this is pretty good. Now I will make some options for you to choose what years. I think that's the most important one. To practice your years or practice different centuries. Okay, so this is where p5.js comes in. It's very easy to create a checkbox. This isn't a checkbox element. All right. So let's start with year 2021, or let's do year 2020 is create checkbox. Style. It's hard to change. We're just gonna have to deal with this color down here. It's hard to change, you know, the fact that it's black. I could go in here and I could change this to light mode or high contrast mode. No, doesn't really work very well. I could change to light mode, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to burn out your corneas. But in the final HTML, if I actually go ahead, I'm going to burn out your corneas anyways. Oh, I probably should be saving this. It doesn't auto-save unless you save it once at the beginning of the session. So if I download this, and then I extract it, and I run it, it's going to be a white background. Or not, or it's just gonna not work. Oh, we definitely have some errors here. Ooh. That's really weird. Probably just delete that. There we go. We don't need to do anything involving sound. Yeah, see, it's black on a white background, typically in HTML. So yeah, but if I do put this on my website, I definitely will change the styling up. Let's see. No, I'm actually really curious what P5 looks like in. Damn, so this is actually all written out. This isn't minimized at all. I'm sure you probably could do something to minimize this, but it's not a .min. Yeah, so that's just gonna be like for reference. And I can change the style later super easily. I have this style folder right in here. CSS sheet right in there. So, now we have this. Now we have a checkbox, so we say, hey, we should probably have a radio first, but let's just deal with each of the options one at a time. Basically, I want to have it so that you can select 2020, 2021, 2022, and it has all of these like checkboxes. So it's like, oh, I want to do 2020 only or 2021 only, or it's like, hey, I've learned both of them, so 2020, 2021. I want that to be the first option. The second option is that you can have you can type in dates. So you can just type in years. And the third option, I want it to just be like a range. So you can choose between 1800 and 2099. Let's say. $2020. Yeah. 2020, year 2020. And what does this have as an example? Checkbox.change. You know what? Let's make this a function so I don't have to type this all out. You're working with computers. You don't want to have to copy paste things over and over again. Function. Checkboxes. For variable I equals 2020. Save this real quick. I is less than 2030. I++. Basically, this is going to go through the numbers 2020 to 2030. Oh, let's just do create checkbox. And then I for now. No, not one. I. Then we actually don't have anything here, so. Boom, perfect. Less than or equal to 2030. Well, yeah, let's just do less than. What if I had a shit, what is it called? Oh, interesting. What if I where is it? Input methods. Oh, it might be in HTML. Yeah, form. Submit button. Image. Form elements. Okay, input types. Form elements. Actually, yeah, I think it's a few different things. It could be label, select, text area. This is just like a text area though. This isn't what I want. Field set. Oh. Data list. No, that's not what I want. I'm looking for. Wait, where is it? Wait, I have it somewhere. This is an ancient picture. Okay. So it's this. So I had something down here. No, that's not what I thought it was. It's just a text area. Okay. I could probably do just the same thing. But I feel like there's a selection option where you can. It's almost like every line is its own selection thing. I do know where that exists. Let me it's kind of in a private place, so let me just look it up. Sensitive details, you know. I do know where I can find it though. Yes. Option value. This is a select element. Okay. Except it's weird. It's not like this. It doesn't have a drop down. Car's name, subject. Okay. Let me try to crop this down. Take this out. Okay. So this is where it is. At least gotten rid of the URL. This is what I'm trying to talk about. Like where you can do this sort of thing. Yes, it's a select, and it has a bunch of different options inside of it. It has specific ID, multiple. What happens if I remove that? Ooh, interesting. Okay, what are the properties of this? Internal list box. Okay. So what happens if I go here on Firefox? Does it always look like this? I don't have Firefox downloaded. Well, fuck it. Edge will have to do. Oh. That's probably not important. No. I'm not putting in the effort to go to this website. Okay, let's look at the select element.
Multiple.
That's interesting. I'm seeing that it says internal list box here. Maybe we'll see if we can... Is there a way that I can generate... Create... Select... Here we go. Maybe it is that it's just multiple. Create select multiple. Select year equals create select multiple. Select year dot option Probably let's go for 3 hours. Maybe not. Maybe we'll let it go for 2 hours 50 or 2 hours 30. Option 2020. Oh, maybe you just type in true. Let's do. Not too hard. I wouldn't see the point in making a thing that would generate this. Well, actually, I want it to be an input box, don't I? Select year is create input, or do I want text area? Input. Is it a... Is it an input? For, HTML form attributes. Input types. Form elements. Text area. I'm surprised, yeah, so does this not have anything for creating text areas? Input. No. I guess I will apply matrix. I imagine I can just take create element. Yeah, I guess I can just take create element. inside it has 2020 slash n 2021. I don't actually know. Let me see. Let me open this up in Notepad. Oh. Oh, I just kind of added them to the list. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, what about like a backslash like that? Oh, that works. Okay, cool. So let's do select year dot attribute. How do they do this? Parent.class. The attribute, yes. Select year.attribute. Rows. Set that to 11. Perfect. Perfect. And then we can do 2021. Each one on a separate line. That will be our instructions, I guess. 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. And then we'll parse this. 2028. 2029. Okay, so now we can take this Okay. So, here's what we'll do. Make a new function. To parse the year text area. So this might not be too complicated. This should be pretty easy, but I want to have it separate for now. What is it? Where is it? Take a string and you want to break it up into an array. It's like split or something. It's not that. No, it's it is split. Okay. So all this is just, yeah, okay. Split. Text.split on the /n. So let's have it be just default this. Not 14, 4. No, we'll have it be default a little bit bigger, so people can have their own dates. I'll make this look prettier later. You know, we're just kind of coding it all out. Okay. Turn text.split on this. Okay, so now we'll make a new function for rand in array. So we'll generate a random, we'll take an array. There. Variable count equals ar.length. Is it dot length or is it not? Okay, so then we will do random equals rand between 0 and then count -1. Then we will return array array random. So what we should be doing, we just take select that value. That value. So select your dot value. Let's make a global variable. Let's call it let's make a global variable. Let's call it your options. Make your options. So then we will set on setup. We will set. Oh wait, no. No. We'll have something different. Should not be on insert mode. There we go. We should make a different function. Select. We'll just call this text year for like text area year. And we'll call this text year parse. So first we're going to do this. We're going to have that as an attribute, but text year dot changed. We're going to run text year parse. Then we could do we'll do hi. We'll just say hi really quick. When something in here is changed. Nope. Okay. That's not working like how I want it to work. No, it just doesn't work with it. Okay. This doesn't work on all elements. Let's have that attribute value. Maybe I should use something other than a text box. Maybe I should use some type of input. And then instead, I'll have it split on commas. So now, equals create input. Can't be a text area. It's gonna be that 2021 comma. I don't like how this looks, but we're gonna have to do that. Text year is going to be changed. Text year parse. We need to pass a variable through that though, that's the problem. Okay, so it does work though. That's the thing. Okay, so you just have to click off of it. Okay. So then we will take function, take this, and can we pass an argument through it? Text year dot value. Sure, we'll just make this a global variable. Nope, I want, your options equals text year dot split on the commas. Oops. And then we're going to run text year parse here. Oops. Oh, your options. We'll just start this off default. 2020, 2021, 2022. Wait, this is a text area. Yeah, so we don't even have to do that. Just do this. I'm confusing myself. (2023). Something went wrong. Oh. That value. Oh, and then also is there a way to easily take an array and just like get rid of empty items? Remove empty elements. Always gotta add JS to the beginning. Array.filter. The filter method. Oh, okay, so only if it returns true. Interesting. Okay. The filter, and I think the function. Return true. And if I do this, does not equal. Okay. Probably have to do something silly like this. Ooh, nope. Just doesn't work. Boolean. So rate filter function. Perfect. Okay, we're filtering it now. Okay. So, now we can do random in array on that array. So now, hopefully, I think we can say year equals random in array of your options. It might be all right. How do I find a length of an array? There's no thing at the end. Okay. New dates. Perfect. That works perfectly. And then if we add this. Okay. Well, where is this line coming from? What is this? Probably somewhere in this. Perfect. All right. Now if I add the year 1462 or something, I don't know. Sometimes it will be 1462. Nice. And it will also always know the date because I'm making it a date variable. And then JavaScript already does the calculations. Hey, look. That'll be my 20th birthday. All right. I think this has been a good session. I want to get something to eat. But I might come back later. To work on some more aspects of this, including having it time you maybe, as well as adding an option to show the date actually. And then a few other details about how, like, the method works. Like, for example, the anchor date, it'll show you the odd plus 11 calculation, so you could check your work if you want. All right. That was fun. I'll see you